what do you think about the potential and use cases of crypto in India? And do you think that the Indian government will take this as a asset, like investing asset?
Yeah. Thank you for inviting me to the podcast. And coming to the question is that the potential of the crypto space is huge in India. Like Indians can be of much use here. Like the Binance or the world largest exchanges are also investing. So the crypto thing in India is pretty new and very few people used to know about it. But now through adoption and kinds of things, people are able to come to know about it. But the potential. So there are many potential over here. So I will just point out some of them and I will discuss over it. Like the first potential is the DeFi space. So anybody who is not habituated with DeFi, it is decentralized finance. So whatever things we are doing in the market, like we are going to the banks, we are taking loans and we are saving, we are doing giving our money for savings, right? But we can do that in the decentralized way also. So that is the first thing which has much potential in crypto, that is DeFi. The second thing is NFT. So anybody who doesn't know about NFT, NFT is like an unique token. Like you and me can be an NFT, or any unique thing can be recorded on the blockchain as an NFT. So as we progress further, we will discuss about NFTs and all. So this is the second thing that has huge potential now. And the third thing is that this is a very basic thing. Like if we have to transfer money to any of our relatives who are staying in USA, so what are the mediums we can use? We can use a banking channel, but it will generally take 3 to 4 days to transfer that money. Or else we can't do anything, right? So here comes the role of the crypto and the crypto asset. Like in seconds only, we can just send the money anywhere in the world. It doesn't depend on any country or any specific region. We can send the money anywhere, and we can also receive the money from anywhere, and that can be converted into anything. So this is the most huge potential that crypto has till now. So these are the three things that crypto has for now. And coming to the second question, that the government. So governments are also trying to learn about blockchain, because this is a very new concept. Like Bitcoin was introduced in 2008 and 2009. So hardly we have gone to 10 years now. If you go to the other side, like in stock markets, gold also, it has taken much time to people to know the worth of it, right? So now also government is not clear about the guidelines and what should the government do for regulation in crypto in India. But what the government is telling is, government is appointing committee, a new committee, like the previous one which we used to have in 2017 2018, which banned the crypto. So this time we will have a new committee and they will understand about blockchain and crypto assets, and they will not allow it as a currency for now. Like we are using INR rupee. So वो ये नहीं बोलेंगे कि like you can replace INR with a BTC, but you can use it as an asset just like gold. तो हम लोग gold जैसे घर पे आके रख देते हैं, we can just store BTC, right? So this is the stand of government, and government is also trying to adapt to blockchain technology. Like recently I have heard a news, like in Maharashtra, I suppose, I'm not clear about the state, Maharashtra or Madhya, like they have transformed to the Polygon blockchain. Polygon is an Indian startup from India with 3 founders who have recently turned billionaires from crypto. So they have transferred their whole medical data, like the COVID thing, into Polygon blockchain. So now government and states are also coming into the blockchain thing, and they are also trying to adapt to it. So they are not banning it, but they are also trying to regulate it. Like crypto is a very volatile space and normal people may also face losses. So they are just trying so that people are not lured into it. Like people are not going there only for gains, and they understand the thing. And the government can also derive benefit from the crypto exchanges. Like they can tax on the capital gains people are making on crypto trading or investing, or they can themselves buy some crypto and then store that for future gains. So government is very bullish on this thing, Indian government especially, and they are just trying to integrate blockchain with the government things also, like I told the COVID thing. And they are also recently given a circular, like banks were not giving their services to the crypto exchanges. Whoever is using the crypto exchange, they might know that banks told that we will not give you banking services, like you will not able to deposit or withdraw. So mostly exchanges move to MobiKwik. Oh, yeah. So they moved to that. But then it came to the notice of the governor, and they just issued a notice that you cannot stop, the banks cannot stop the withdrawal or deposit services for crypto exchange. So that also brings, like, the government is also trying to just introduce crypto in India, but they are not very aggressive on that. Like, they want to first see the potential losses over there, and then वो लोग धीरे धीरे कोशिश करेंगे कि will integrate that. So yeah, this is the thing, that the government is also very enthusiastic about it, but they are also focusing on the drawbacks also. Like, as it is decentralized, so people can be easily like rug pulled, or people can be frauded over there. So that's why government is taking both the sides, and they will calculate which is better, and they will take the policies accordingly. So this is my stand over it.